How you doing, everybody? So today we're going to be talking about the dumbbell clean. You can get a little funky. We're going to talk about the single arm and the bi dumbbell clean through all of this. So one of the biggest things with this here, just like everything else, we want to get hips, shoulders involved in this movement here. So if we start in that hang position, that single arm dumbbell clean, we always start in that middle. We're popping the hips, shrugging the shoulders, and bringing that up. So coming through, pop the hips, shrug the shoulders. We want to get to a position where that dumbbell head is sitting onto our shoulders. We don't want to finish out here because we're going to put a lot of extra stress onto back up. Almost have this moment of relaxation as that dumbbell sits on there. So as we come down, shrug up, get underneath, shrug up, come through. When we come back down, we want to keep that nice and tight to that body. So we're coming into. There is a couple different ways that I know I've seen people do this to the point where we're in this position here. We're getting into that receiving position. We're throwing that out, coming back in, up and around and through. Depending on that weight that you have in your hand, is something light, maybe you could do that. If it's anything heavy for yourself, we have to keep that nice and tight to that body, because just bringing that down and letting that come down to the ground and come back up is going to be much, much safer and allow those hips and shoulders to get a lot more work inside of there. Now we're switching hands here. So we're coming up and through, standing tall, coming up, switching up, and kind of just working through that movement here, getting those hips involved, getting those shoulders involved, making sure this is a full body movement. As we get through this here now, we're looking at the bi dumbbell clean. We want to get to a position here. We are working from that hang position. Those are going to come back, come forward, pop the hips, shrug the shoulders, put ourselves into that clean position. Again, both heads are sitting onto my shoulders here. Here we're coming through, up and back and forth. As you can see, I'm getting a little bit of a jump as that starts moving forward, because I'm getting those hips, I'm getting those shoulders, and getting myself underneath those dumbbells. Same thing as we're coming from the ground. If we're touching the ground here, coming up, working the exact same thing. You want to get to a position to where you can get those hips up nice and high, shrug those shoulders, and finish into that good receiving position. Regardless if you're using that single arm or that bi dumbbell movement here, you want to be able to make sure that your body mechanics are working great. Because a lot of times we're doing this movement, there's a lot of reps, anything from 15, sometimes all the way up to 30. So finding that rhythm for yourself is a good time to start working lighter, to start getting that technique done. Then we can start adding weight through all that. Enjoy.